Do I boo-hoo? Do I say, oh, the club put me in there? No. I put myself in there. I did what I had to do as a Hells Angel.
You know, my daddy always, if you got in a fight and you came home with a bloody nose, did you hit him back? If you didn't hit him back, Dad put you in the car and took you back over there and told you going up in that yard and get your shit done and be a man.
They got their walls drove through by gangs, by the FBI gang, and all that happened to that chapter, right? Like those guys go through their being a big motorcycle club, it's even sometimes just being a small motorcycle club, you go through your.
A lot of people that have come in have seen definitely a change in the club and the direction that the club is going.
I looked out my window and you could see a body laying out in front. And here's this dude running around up there with no, just had his sweatshirt on. And he tells me he's a Hells Angel. Even after all that, I still wanted to join the Hells Angels.
People out there, man, that are just natural followers. And they just fall right in line with that type of program. But not 1%ers, man. 1%ers don't ask permission.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin With Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about the situation with the Hells Angels over there in California. We got a bunch of things to talk about. I just heard some crazy breaking news you guys might not be aware of. So before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. I got a lot of great content coming up. So we got a lot to talk about. Let me see here. I had to restart the computer before I came on. I was having technical difficulties, so my bad for being... We're taking a while. I'm trying to get everything together. We got a ton of things to talk about today. We're going to talk about some stats today because a new report came out about motorcycles and how dangerous they are. We all know they're dangerous. People die every single day. I mean, we talk about all these crashes that happen, and it's insane the amount of people who lose their life in motorcycle crashes. Let me see here. And I got some breaking news. I'm just trying to verify it before I tell you guys because I don't want to be saying stuff that's not verified. So let me just make sure. I mean, someone swears it's true, but I don't want to say things that aren't true. And it's a pretty big thing. So we're going to go over to Edmonton today. I did not know that Edmonton, I mean, I knew Edmonton's got some wild people over there. A lot of unsavory people, right? It's loaded with gangsters, I hear. I mean, I could tell you guys what I heard. And if it's not true, then it's not true, right? We'll say it like that. So, word on the street is that Donnie's friend, Snap, I think his name's Snap, the red-haired dude. You guys all remember that guy, right? He's on TikTok. People are saying he passed away. I'm not sure if it's true. I'm trying to verify it, but I heard it from more than one person. I don't know if it is true, but he was supposed to do an interview with me, believe it or not. I have the messages. He was a former outlaw, and he was supporting the Red Devils and the Hells Angels. It's pretty wild that people go from one to the other like that. But yeah, I've been speaking with him for probably a year, and he was supposed to do an interview. So I don't know if it's true. If it's not true, I hope it's not true. If it is true, sending condolences to his family. That's a sad situation. He has kids and stuff. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to give a big shout out to Virginia Chaos for the donation. Thank you so much, man, for the Cash App. You have no idea. I really appreciate that. It helps tremendously. For all the people that donate, it really helps. Thank you. It keeps the show running. I'm going to be getting some big guests, and I'm going to try to do what I can to get the best content possible. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Make sure you check out Spotify. A lot of great content is going up over there. You can watch unreleased videos, full videos. They're not chopped down. I got a lot of new characters that are going to be joining the Chattin With Staxx family. And I've interviewed a lot of people. Part 2 of Jason Brown's sister is dropping tonight at 10 o'clock. The link is already up. Go check out the first video. Part 1 is out already. It's a really good interview. She tells me all kinds of information about that situation. If you guys aren't aware, Daryl from Pawn Star, or no, not Pawn Stars, Storage Wars has passed away. Apparently, he unalived himself. It's pretty wild. He was probably one of my favorite people on that show. So apparently, from what I hear, he was dealing with online bullying, and he ended up taking his own life. It's pretty wild. He was only 67 years old. Police are investigating the cyberbullying claims after Storage Wars star Daryl Sheets is found dead at 67. So an investigation is ongoing into the death of Storage Wars Daryl Sheets, 67, was found dead in his Arizona home from apparent unaliving around 2 a.m. local time on Wednesday, April 22nd, that's yesterday. The Lake Havasu City Police Department said in a press release he suffered from what appeared to be a self-inflicted G-shot wound to his head. Per the news release, he was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities are now investigating the death. The cyberbullying allegations, my bad. The cyberbullying allegations the cyberbullying allegations brought to light by Sheets Storage Wars Renee. Remember the guy Renee? In an Instagram post on April 22nd, after being taken into consideration. They're being taken into consideration. We are aware of these cyberbullying accusations, the sergeant said, from the LHCPD. They told people in a statement. It's a part of an active investigation. People could go to prison for that shit. in a video, he said someone was really, really tormenting him lately, cyberbullying him. You never know what demon somebody faces, what they go through, and what might push them through. I also highly encourage law enforcement. He said Daryl Sheets has been posting a lot about the guy that has been cyberbullying and torturing him. I really hope they look into the guy, it says, because it's just not right. In the video, he said that Sheets were friends despite fans thinking that they hated each other because they competed a lot on the show. He said we talked every now and then. He was a very hard worker and cared more about everyone I've ever met. His son was on the show as well. I mean, that's sad for his son. Very sad situation. It says Sheets rose to fame at the A&E Storage Wars, which premiered in 2010, followed by a professional buyers competition bid on storage lockers. He retired from the series in 2023. That's a long run. I mean, he was in like 100 and something episodes. He opened his own antique shop in Arizona called the Havasu Show Me Your Junk. A spokesperson for A&E said in a statement after Sheets' death, "We are saddened by the passing of the beloved member of Storage Wars family, Daryl the Gambler Sheets. Our thoughts are with his family and loved ones during this difficult time." That's a sad situation. I'm sure a lot of people out here watch that show, right? It was out. Who else we got in the building? Virginia Chaos, what's going on, man? Herman, how are you? Big D, what's good? CMC, how are you? Tommy's in the building, listening while doing laundry. I appreciate it. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining me today. So we are going to talk about, let's see here. I had to restart my computer, so everything's all fucked up now. If you're from Canada, we're going to talk about a notorious BC gangster, Jamie Bacon, has been released from prison. A lot of people might know him from up in Canada. Jason, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you, man. Loyalty is royalty if you get it. Hell yeah. Never understood you support one club for years. And then, boom, you're supporting the people that were enemies. Makes no sense. Right? Mike, what's going on? How are you? That shit is weak as fuck. What the hell? What's weak as fuck? It's crazy unaligned himself for one of the funniest on the. He was one of the funniest, right? Too many trolls out here. Stop cyber bullies. And it's crazy. Paula, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate you. Will, how are you? So, this guy at Jamie, we're gonna talk about him. This guy Jamie, he's a gangster up in Edmonton. I guess he's a real deal. He's got brothers and all this shit, right? James and all these guys. They're a bunch of gangsters. So he went to prison for a while. I got a video for you guys to watch. So let's take a look at the video and then we'll talk about it.
Years since Eileen Mohan lost her son, Christopher, an innocent victim executed along with 5 others in the Surrey 6 murders in October 2007.
When sitting in court, I learned that Mr. Bacon had said that there should be no witness left behind. And Then I realized why my son was killed.
Now the man who masterminded the killings, former Red Scorpion gang boss Jamie Bacon, has been released with conditions. In 2020, Bacon was sentenced to 18 years for conspiracy to commit murder, but it's being released now because he was given credit for time served. And while Mohan was notified well in advance, the knowledge of Bacon's release isn't easy.
It's not sitting very well with me because I believe that Mr. Bacon should have been the person who served his sentence the longest. Mr. Bacon was the mastermind behind the Surrey 6 killings.
Bacon ordered the killing of gang rival Corey Lau only for his hitmen to find a pair of Lau's associates and fireplace repairman Ed Schellenberg in a unit of a Surrey high-rise. 22-year-old Christopher Mohan was on his way to play basketball and was pulled into the apartment where Bacon's henchmen executed him and the other 5.
How the hell does this dude unalive 6 people and he's out of prison? How is that? Like, is that how they do that up there in Canada?
And that day, I was supposed to stay home, but work called, and I left home, and Christopher remained home. And had I stayed home that day, probably I wouldn't be having an interview with you here today.
The Combined Forces Special Enforcement Unit says Bacon will be living in Edmonton, where he will be monitored by police and Alberta Corrections. He will be required to follow a number of conditions, including a curfew. Martin McMahon, CTV News, Vancouver.
Yeah, I didn't do a video on him. I don't know where the hell they're getting that information from. The video that was out was the interview that I did with him. So I don't know about a video about him. I'll never do videos about people like that. Listen, people, they have no relevance, man. I don't mind because they don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Hugh, what's going on? Not everybody's definition of a loyalty is the same. You're definitely right about that. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, this dude unalived fucking 6 people. Like, how is that possible? So he's released from prison. One of the most notorious gangsters is out of prison after serving his sentence for a role in Surrey 6 murder massacre. Jamie Bacon is living in Edmonton under a curfew and a string of court-ordered conditions. He will be monitored by the Alberta Provincial. I butcher that fucking word every time. Corrections, as well as local police department in Edmonton. According to the Combined Forces Special Enforcement Unit in BC, Bacon has been described as the mastermind in the 2007 murder of 6 people. I mean, how is he even out? How is he eligible to get out? Time served? This fucking guy should be sitting in prison for the rest of his life. What are they talking about? He killed innocent people. 2 innocent people were killed in a targeted hit on 4 rival gangsters. Like, how does he get out that early? It's crazy. Oh, he was only sentenced to 18 years. He was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder and was sentenced to 18 years behind bars. Because of time served, he has now completed his sentence. 6 other people were convicted of their roles in the killings. But I wonder what happened to them. Will they sit in prison for the rest of their lives and the mastermind gets to walk? How does that work? Where do they do that at? Oh, yeah, up in Canada. That's where they do that. So, this is a wild situation, right? So, they say that you are 25 more times likely to die in a motorcycle crash. If you ride a motorcycle, you are 25 times more likely to die if you have a crash. That's a lot. So motorcycle riders are 24 times more likely to die in crashes, safety experts warn. The month of May kicks off Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. And we have some safety tips for you when riding them or when you encounter them on the road. So there's more than 6,300 motorcycle riders killed in 2023, and the riders are 24 more times more likely to die in a crash than passengers in a vehicle. Well, obviously, right? Some of those accidents can be easily avoided by following road rules plus more. Everyone should be present and ready to ride. I think we are all a little distracted out there on the roads. I mean, they ain't lying. Every day when I'm out, I see people on their phones every day, like so distracted. And like they have this new cell phone law out here that if you even touch your cell phone, even touch it in your hand, like it doesn't have to be up to your ear. If your hand is on your phone, you're getting a ticket. They are not fucking around anymore. I think even if you change the station on your fucking radio, if you touch your phone for your GPS, they will give you a ticket now. That's the new law they passed. It's fucking crazy. So you guys know that if you're in a car, give a motorcycle space. And if you're riding a motorcycle and you come up to an intersection, just think like they're gonna pull out in front of you. So just use caution. Some people aren't that skilled at riding and they try to, ride above their means. They end up Superman and shit. I've seen people do that. I mean, when I started learning how to ride, I started on a dirt bike, right? And me and my friend were going through the woods and we found a dirt bike in the woods. Pushed that shit home. We put gas in it and it worked. And we're like, damn, can you believe this shit? It started right up. So he's like, I'm going to try it first. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. This dude guns it and just lets the clutch go. That shit went flying, flipped over on top of him, landed on top of him. Just watching like, what the fuck? It was quite funny. It was hilarious. It really was. It was funny. I crashed a few in my day. I mean, you live and you learn, right? Damn, I had this story too, and I don't have it now because I had to restart the computer. It was a funny one. Oh wait, maybe I could find it. I think I can. Man, there's a lot going on with the Ilhan Omar. She is caught out. She's trying to she's trying to deflect as much as possible. She is so caught out. She did not show up to a hearing in Minnesota yesterday. I think it was last night she was supposed to show up. She didn't show up. She is caught out. And screw deporting her. She needs to go to prison and then deported. She stole millions of dollars from all of us, from taxpayers. That's what they do. They steal tons of money from all of the taxpaying citizens, right? And we're just sitting here and they're getting away with it. I don't see nobody getting in trouble for any of this shit. They're just taking our money. Look at Mandami up in New York taking pensions, people's pensions and shit. That's crazy. They worked hard for that money, and this dude just dipping his hand into their money. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know how much of this people are willing to take. It's insane. My dad was hit last year leaving a stop sign. He was rear-ended at a stoplight. Another, he laid it down in a yard to avoid hitting a lady turning in front of him. It's crazy. 30 million was a mistake. Ended up being like 92,000. She's lying all the way around. Girlfriend was hit by an old man pulling into here. It's crazy how many accidents there are. I mean, I could sit here all day, every day, and read off different accidents, and I could do it constantly. There's so many. Every couple of minutes, there's probably a motorcycle accident, especially when it's getting nicer. People are just very distracted. Old people pulling out in front of people. And I mean, it doesn't even have to be old people. It could be anybody. People just pull out in front of motorcycles. They have no regard. It's insane. People smash into the back of bikes a lot that are sitting at lights, like you said. They'll be sitting at a stop sign, a light. That's why you got to stagger a little bit when you're at a light or a fucking sandwich. Can you imagine? I mean, so this chick, we're going to talk about this chick. What do you think she got arrested for? This is all the same chick, right? She's been arrested 39 times since 2011 after she stole an ambulance and led cops on a chase. While there have been several recent reports of women stealing ambulances, there are no official reports confirming 39th arrest of a woman in 2026 for an ambulance theft incident. The closest similar reports involve perpetrators, extensive criminal records in different areas. Ariel Laquerie, 31 years old, was arrested June 2024 after stealing an ambulance from a children's hospital in Fort Myers, Florida, and triggering a chase with police. Authorities said that she had a criminal history in multiple states, although the exact number were not specified as 39. Amanda Kirkendall, 43, arrested August 2025 in Richmond after stealing an ambulance near the county jail. Police noted that she started her journey from jail, stole the ambulance to the hospital, and ended up back in jail. Other cases, arrests of a woman for stealing an ambulance, have occurred in locations such as Stockton in August 2018, Chicago in October 2021, and Barfoot County in December 2025. Claims of 39 arrests often arise from viral narratives, exaggeration of criminal records and news reports, but there are no specific record linking the number to 2026 ambulance report. I mean, who would think they would steal an ambulance and fucking get away with it? You think you're going to get away with that? Like, what's wrong with people? I don't understand. So there's a new law over in the UK, if you guys aren't aware. Anyone born after 2008 are banned. Anyone born after 2008, anyone born on or after January 1st, 2009 will never be legally allowed to buy tobacco in their lifetime. So UK officials approve lifetime smoking ban for anyone born after 2008. That is crazy. What do you guys think of that? So if you were born after 2008, you can never legally buy tobacco. They're probably trying to put a ban on it altogether. And that's crazy. I think it has something to do with, the stuff I don't want to talk about on here, because people usually get flagged for that type of shit. It's just crazy. So we got to talk about a case involving the Hells Angels, a couple cases. There's been a plea deal. Hells Angel member reaches plea deal in fatal punch case at Mountain View concert. I think we talked about this before. Hells Angel member looking at several years in state prison for punching a man in the back of the head during a Chris Stapleton concert at Mountain View Shoreline Amphitheater in 2022. The man suffered a traumatic brain injury and later died. Logan Winterthorn, 40 years old, reached a plea deal at the Santa Clara District Attorney's Office last month and pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter in the death of 41-year-old Juan Gonzalez, as well as to felony assault charge related to the altercation with an off-duty police officer earlier that night, according to the court documents. So he got into a fight with an off-duty police officer. I guess he was with all his brothers in the Hells Angels, right? And either this police officer or the other guy tried to hit on one of the girls they were with. And this dude punched him and obviously fucked him up pretty bad. He must have hit his head or something. I'm not really sure. Taken together, the maximum sentence would be 12 years in state prison. The document said, however, as part of the plea deal, Winterthorn is looking at half that time, pending the judge's approval on August 5th sentencing hearing. Winterthorn's attorney, Brian Getz, said he agreed to the plea deal because he wanted to accept responsibility for his blameworthiness, whatever the hell that is. Getz told the newspaper he wanted to acknowledge wrongdoing in punching this person. The deal, which both parties signed off on last month, was based on mitigating and aggravating facts specific to the offense, the district attorney's office spokesperson wrote. Originally, prosecutors charged him with murder for Gonzalez's death. However, Getz said the prosecution and the defense agreed that this was an overcharge, given that Winterthorn punched Gonzalez a single time and didn't intend to kill him. The fatal incident occurred on June 18th in 2022 during a country music concert around 10:40 p.m. Several Hells Angels Motorcycle Club members were gathered near the amphitheater stage right calf when Gonzalez came up and touched the shoulder of a member's girlfriend, according to the police report. As Gonzalez walked away, Winterthorn came up from behind and delivered a single punch to the back of his head, causing Gonzalez to fall face first on the concrete. The report said Gonzalez was treated on the scene and then transported to the hospital, where he was determined he had no brain activity. He was taken off life support on June 29th. That had to be terrible to hear that shit. Yo, that guy you hit at the concert, he's dead. Earlier that night, Winterthorn was involved in an assault of an off-duty police officer, the report said. An unidentified Hells Angel member punched the officer in the face, good for him, causing him to fall on the ground. While he was down, Winterthorn and other club members were seen kicking and punching the officer. An ambulance transported the officer to a local hospital, where he was treated for a broken orbital bone, discoloration to his eyes, loss of consciousness, and significant facial swelling. Well, he shouldn't be talking shit to a whole group of people, you think? You think he got fucking, he probably had, you know how the police think they got fucking bigger balls than they really do? I guess his mouth couldn't, his ass couldn't back up to check his mouth gas, huh? Guess not. Bill, folks been attacking you, but you know what? You never played you, was hardcore, old school, so fuck them. You're solid in my book. You never been a poser. You stand up. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't mind. People could attack me all they want. I mean, the more you get known, people are gonna attack you, man. I don't claim to be something I'm not. I don't claim to be this crazy tough guy or any of that shit. People, they don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? They could say whatever they want. It doesn't matter. I don't mind because they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I just do me, man. I'm not worried about nobody. The only thing I'm worried about is myself. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So, in other news, major Hells Angel RICO case convictions could be in danger after secret revelations surface. So, apparently, the fucking confidential informant is going to be set to testify. And the thing is, they don't know who that confidential informant is, but they're about to know. But people have an idea of who it is. This is out of San Francisco. Members of the mayhem convictions against 5 Hells Angels members may be in jeopardy for reasons the federal judge has thus far kept a secret from the public. Hells Angel member Jonathan Nelson, Russell Ott, Brian Wendt, and Christopher Ranieri were all convicted of a murder plot, while Raymond Folks was convicted of maiming a former Hells Angel member after a fallout involving accusations of abuse and infidelity. Well, all these years old convictions are now being challenged thanks to a new disclosure turned over to the defense. The attorneys in recent months, court records show, information about the challenge convictions is limited thanks to sealing order by the U.S. District Judge Edward Chen, who presided over the 2022 trial of Ott, Nelson, and Wendt. In 2023, the trial of Ranieri and Folks. And in 2022, the defendants were all sentenced to life, but Folks and Ranieri are still awaiting sentencing, despite their convictions being nearly 3 years old. Now, what would that mean? Why would you be sitting there for 3 years when you're already sentenced? But you're not, like, you're already found guilty, right? You're already convicted, but you're not sentenced? 3 years? Where do they do that at? Oh, yeah, California. Court records filing say only that prosecutors have allowed defense attorneys to view certain documents that have not been previously disclosed to the defense per an order by Chen. And that, I believe, is what's going to overturn all these convictions. You can't hold evidence in a case like this. The disclosures were made well after the return of the verdicts in the 2 trials of the 5 defendants, according to court papers filed by the defense. And you can't do that. You can't hold evidence, right? And I think the judge fucked up on this case. And they're going to pay for it, right? Their contents have been kept under seal. But whatever was in them was enough for defense attorneys to request a new trial motion for all 5 men. They anticipate holding an evidentiary hearing where FBI agents and at least one confidential informant will be called to testify under oath. The new trial motion has not been filed, nor has a date been set for it to be heard. Folks in Ranieri remain in jail, which Wendt, Ott, and Nelson are in federal prison. It was a striking case involving allegations that Nelson, Ott, Wendy, it says, and Ranieri, I think they fucked up on that. They all conspired to murder fellow Hells Angel Joe Silva, who prosecutors say was lured to the motorcycle club's Fresno chapter clubhouse and was shot in the back of the head by Wendt. To dispose of his body, the group allegedly used a familiar method, placing it in the crematorium furnace in a local funeral home. And I know a lot of people who know these people personally. Obviously, I speak to a lot of ex-members of the Hells Angels, and a lot of people said they were good people. Even the guy that put the body in the crematorium. They put him in the crematorium furnace at a local funeral home whose owner was being extorted by another member of the Hells Angels. He probably would use them all the time, right? Hey, we need you to do something for us. 3 other people, all Hells Angels members, were killed and disposed in the furnace, which the club referred to as the pizza oven. According to court filings by the prosecution, Merle Hufferman, former San Fresco Hells Angel president, pleaded guilty to assisting in Silva's cremation and was sentenced to 54 months in federal prison, but has avoided incarceration since 2023 during guilty plea due to serious medical issues. But that doesn't sound like, so you got serious medical issues, but it's 2026. You've already been found guilty. They're not putting you in prison. So there's a lot of fuckery going on in this case. So Loud, what's up, man? Comments make you angry. How you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Shout out to the Boondocks of North Carolina. So what do you guys think of this case? I remember when this happened and these guys all got busted for using the crematorium, put their own people in there. That's crazy. So there's a rally that's going to be taking place. The Mayhem Motorcycle Rally returns through Saturday in Bullhead City, Las Vegas. The Mayhem Motorcycle Rally returns to Bullhead City, Arizona, running 4 days from Wednesday, April 22nd through Saturday, April 25th. So it's coming up, or it's right now. The rally stepped in to avoid created when the Laughlin River Run didn't return after COVID pandemic. So the rally stepped into the void created when the Laughlin River Run didn't return after COVID pandemic. Organizers embraced the event's past in publicly leading up to the event. We are continuing the tradition we have built for 40 years in the tri-state area. Riders come from all over the world to ride through scenic desert roads and enjoy the warm weather. It's been 2 decades since 3 bikers were killed in a brawl inside Laughlin, just across the river. Another 13 injured. Police made 9 arrests, and the rival Hells Angels and the Mongols motorcycle clubs were involved. But there's business side to the rally too. Concerts, vendors, Ink Mayhem Tattoo Convention. The website describes it as a citywide. Organizers even posted that their event on the Laughlin Chamber of Commerce calendar, a car show, bike show, Miss Mayhem competition, biker games, poker runs. You take through the tri-state area, live music for all days, for all 4 days. Las Vegas motorcycle enthusiasts will likely join the party. Bikers are expected at the Hoover Dam as part of one of the poker run rides. Bullhead City is about 100 miles south of Las Vegas. Before it disbanded, the Laughlin River Run was one of the top 5 motorcycle events in the U.S. I guarantee you that Laughlin River run really put a damper on that when the shooting and all that happened. So the number 1 is Bike Week. Number 2 was Laughlin River Run. Number 3 is Laconia Bike Week. Number 4 is Sturgis. Number 5 is Bikers, Blues, and Barbecues. Shout out to Jeff over there in Arkansas. While a motorcycle rally can be considered a gathering of motorcycle enthusiasts of any number, some of them have grown to be the largest in the country. These modern-day motorcycle rallies not only include bikes, but also live music, food, vendors, contests, plenty of other kinds of outdoor fun. Some of them take place over a long weekend, while others go on for days, according to the article. So check out the motorcycle rallies. I might be popping out at a couple this year. Ghost Eagle Guardian, what's going on? Scrap Irons in the building. Thank you for joining me today. We got a lot of interviews dropping, man. Will, have a good night. Brian, what's good, man? How are you? Shout out to the cabin up there, Red Deer Lake. Free Rain Man. I can't wait for the weekend. A lot of great things are going to be going on. You guys don't miss tonight. Let me see if I got this picture. Hold on. Let me see. You guys know who Snap is, right? That's Donnie's friend. Let me show you guys a little clip of who he is. So if you guys don't know, he was an outlaw, right? He's the guy with the red hair. He lives in Canada. He was an outlaw. Now he supports, or did support, the Red Devils and the Hells Angels. And this famous picture is him. You guys are definitely going to remember this picture. What the fuck? I can't get the picture. What the hell? It's not working. Oh, wait. I got it right here. You guys will remember this. I guarantee it. Some of you will. So this was a couple years ago. Remember this picture? I believe that's that dude, Snap. But he ended up leaving the Outlaws. Here's a little video.
If you're not at the pool, then where you at?
Remember him? I don't know. That's just rumors. I hear that he passed away. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Bent the confidential informant is sweating bullets right now. Probably. Because he's going to be forced to testify. I mean, he's going to be outed. Yankees for life. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. I got a bunch of new interviews dropping. Laconia is great. Oldest bike week ever. Yeah, I might be up there this year. You guys hear about that situation that happened over in what was it, in South America at one of those pyramids, one of the Mayan pyramids? This fucking gunman went on a crazy rampage there. Crazy. What the hell is going on in the world? Like, what's wrong with these people? Dave, what's going on? Thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate you. Pinocchio. Scrap Iron, Yankees for life. Thank you guys all for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget, tonight, 10 o'clock, is part 2, the final part of Jason Brown's sister, Tara, tells me his story. It's a good interview. Don't miss it. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch this show. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister, friend about Chattin With Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you want to be a guest on the show, just email me at billstaxx2021@gmail.com. And if you want to donate, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin With Staxx, or you can hit me up on Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Zelle, all that good stuff. I appreciate every dollar. I put it right back into the show so I can bring you the dopest content possible. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.